There are some rather huge unanswered questions in how the brain works. Not least is how this thing can generate our sense of self. But there is plenty we do know about how the brain works. And one of the things we've done at the Centre for Educational Neuroscience is prepare a new online resource for teachers and parents that explains what we do know and do understand about the operation of the brain. And it turns out that evolution and biology are really important for what the brain can and can't do. Interestingly, we now think that the brain could have worked differently, and indeed it may even have worked better. Advances in artificial intelligence and machine learning are now telling us different ways that minds could work in principle, or even could have learned. But our minds are constrained by how the brain works. Let's think of it in terms of some puzzles. Why is it that sometimes I forget what the capital of Hungary is, for instance, but I don't ever forget that I'm scared of spiders? Why is it that I feel like I've learned better after a night's sleep? I take a test, I get 7 out of 10. Why is it that if I was expecting to get a 5, I'm delighted, but if I was expecting to get a 9, I'm dispirited? Why is it that as a teenager I did risky things to impress my friends? Why is it that if I'm really nervous in an exam, my mind suddenly goes blank? Why is it that I learn a language so much better when I'm 5 than when I'm 50? Well, the answers to all these questions lie in the particular way our brains work. Think of it like this. If I was a big internet and technology company making computers and watches and glasses, maybe I could design a machine that learns, a really optimized machine learning device. And in that device, I have one here, in this device, I could make it so that memories about capital cities and memories about things that I'm scared of get stored in the same place. And I wouldn't have to forget either. I could make the system with no emotions, so it didn't get anxious, it didn't get stressed. On the face of it, those kind of emotions are not helpful for learning. It could learn without getting disappointed in how well it's doing, or cock a hoop. It would just progressively attempt to get better, and battery life permitting, it wouldn't have to sleep. So, if you want to find out more about how the brain works, come and look at our new resource. It's at a website, howthebrainworks.science.